Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and finding $1 million in your bank account. Not earned, not inherited, just sitting there, waiting. Most people would spend months planning how to use it. Maybe pay off the house, maybe invest, maybe help the family. But here's the thing. For a billionaire, $1 million is not a gift. It's not a milestone. It's not even a decision. It's Tuesday. It's the kind of money that evaporates before the afternoon. Not through recklessness, but through a lifestyle so far removed from ordinary reality that the word spending doesn't even apply anymore. This is a world where money moves like water, quietly, constantly, and without guilt. And today, we're going inside that world for exactly 24 hours to trace every dollar, every choice, and every moment where $1 million disappears. Before most of us have even finished our morning coffee, the day begins not with an alarm clock, but with a phone call. A personal assistant, actually a team of them, has already arranged the morning. By 7 a.m., a private chef has prepared a breakfast sourced from ingredients flown in overnight. The Japanese wagyu, the French truffles, the single-origin Ethiopian coffee. But breakfast is almost irrelevant. It's what comes next that starts the clock ticking. The billionaire has decided to fly to Monaco for a lunch meeting. Not tomorrow, today, within the hour. So a Gulfstream G700 is already warming up on a private runway. The cost of that flight alone runs anywhere from $80,000 to over $150,000. Before the first meal is finished, nearly $200,000 is already in the air, at 30,000 feet, while the rest of the world sits in traffic. The billionaire is closing deals. The watch on the wrist, a Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime, retails for over $2.5 million. It is not a watch for telling time. It is a statement that time itself belongs to the person wearing it. The pen used to sign documents is a Mont Blanc limited edition, $18,000. These are not purchases made today, but they are part of the daily uniform of ultra wealth. Every object around them is a sentence in a language only the ultra-rich can read. Monaco arrives and lunch is at a restaurant where there is no menu, only a chef. A table here is not booked. It is held permanently. The meal itself, with wine, ends up somewhere between $40,000 and $80,000 for a party of 4. Just like that, a piece of art worth more than the lifetime earnings of most Americans changes hands over dessert. And the striking part? There is no excitement, no celebration, just the quiet satisfaction of acquisition, of owning something almost no one else in the world can own. Back in the jet, the afternoon is dedicated to what the ultra-wealthy call maintenance, not of machines, but of themselves. The personal doctor administers a round of IV nutrient therapy, a custom blend developed by a private clinic in Zurich. This kind of bespoke medical concierge service costs upwards of $300,000 per year. Then there's the session with the performance coach, a former Olympic sports psychologist who charges $1,500 an hour. The afternoon wraps with a stop in London, where a Savile Row tailor has prepared 6 custom suits, each one taking over 80 hours to construct by hand, priced between $10,000 and $15,000 each. The billionaire tries 3 of them in 20 minutes, approves all 6 without asking the total. Evening comes in a penthouse suite overlooking the Thames, a suite that costs $45,000 per night. Because at this level, you don't check availability. You hold the reservation and decide later. The conversation around the table is not about money. It never is at this level. It's about art, philosophy, space, influence, and what comes next. The most powerful currency isn't money anymore, it's information. While the billionaire sleeps, a team of 12 people across 3 time zones continues to work. The personal security team, a private firm staffed by former intelligence operatives, runs continuous. The cost of that team alone exceeds $1.2 million per year. So when the final tally is drawn up for the day, the number lands somewhere between $900,000 and $1.1 million one day. And this was not a special occasion. This was a Wednesday that nobody will remember. The billionaire who spent $1 million today did not become any poorer. In the time it took to fly from one continent to another, their investment portfolio likely generated more than was spent. The money spent was not drawn from savings. It was drawn from the daily output of a wealth engine. At what point does wealth stop being something a person has and start being something that has them? The jet is not a luxury, it's a requirement. The security team is not optional. The machine must keep running because if it stops, the whole structure begins to crack. And so we're left with the strangest conclusion of all, that the person who spent $1 million today may be the most financially powerful person in any room, and simultaneously the least able to simply walk away. There are accounts from people who've lived at this level, former hedge fund managers, tech founders, who describe a moment when the numbers lost all meaning, when $1 million felt exactly the same as $1. And what they found on the other side of that realization is something so unexpected, so deeply human, that it changes everything you think you know about money, happiness, and what we're all actually working toward. That story we haven't told yet.